In today's episode 3, the best mods for Chinese scooter which cost only $20. Thumb throttle costs only $6. Handlebars with aluminum rings, price only $6. Big good looking grip tape, price around $8. Let's start with thumb throttle. First thing which I have to share with you is that thumb throttle feels so natural. If you ever use Xiaomi M365 with thumb throttle, then you know that this is the best idea ever, honestly. And as you can see, movement of this throttle is quite huge, which is quite important if you've got some powerful scoot like I've got my Boyueda. Then thanks to this huge movement, you can quite precisely control the power. Yeah, movement is quite huge. So far I did like 5 kilometers on this throttle and man, it feels good. The price for this throttle is only $6 and it will fit on the most steering bars in the scoots which you can buy from China, because it's mostly the same size of the steering bar. Next quite important thing, thumb throttle is much safer to use compared to throttle for this finger, because if you've got some, let's say, stress situation on the road, like you can see some big hole, there is some huge rock or someone just crossing your road, then the first thing which you will do, you will just squeeze the steering bar, and also you will squeeze the throttle gimbal, because over here you've got this hook, so there is like no way to just remove the finger, and you will just squeeze the steering bar and the throttle, and if you are newbie, it's quite possible that you will crash. So I'm not saying that this throttle is super bad, but I using it now for like almost 2 years and I cannot use it. For me, this is just a stupid idea. But the thumb throttle is much better one, because again, if you got some stress situation on the road, you are squeezing the steering bar, but you can easily remove the thumb. Over here you are not able, because you've got this hook, so you will have to do something like this, no way. But over here you are just doing like this. So this thing is much safer to use. And the last super important question, is it easy to install thumb throttle on your Scoot? Actually, if you've got some solder iron skills, then it's quite easy, because you have just to open the case. Then you have to find Hall sensor. It looks like small transistor with 3 legs. Then you have to remove this Hall sensor, or just cut off 2 legs, maybe like VCC and G and D. Then from this Hall sensor is going one big cable with 3 small wires, and those 3 wires you have to connect on the spot where was Hall sensor in this mini PC. And this is it, nothing less, nothing more. So maybe it sounds quite easy because it's easy, but those spots are super tiny. So if you don't have any skills with solder iron, ask someone who can help you, because if you mess it up even a little bit, then this thing can go boom, or even your Scoot. So yeah, if you don't feel it, ask someone for help, but trust me, it's worth to try this thumb throttle. Actually, I did step-by-step tutorial how to do it. Just check the description, there will be a link to my website when I just show it pictures step by step how to install this thumb throttle. I could just say it in this video, but I think it's not worth it, because you will have to pause the video to check the picture. So just check the description and my website. Grips, to be honest, I ordered like 15 sets of those, because for $5 there is no way to find something better on the market. As you can see on the left and on the right side, we've got aluminum rings, which just helps to prevent from rotating the grip. So man, those feels just good, especially for the price, so I recommend it. Chuck Norris. And of course, Sandpaper. This time I decided to buy some artistic one which will fit to my helmet and to my Xiaomi slippers, and it looks quite decent. Actually, you've got this angry dog with horns. Well, I'm not sure if this is a dog, but for sure I should order a little bit wider one, because it's not fully covering the deck, but this Sandpaper got huge grinds and your feet will just go nowhere. So you can easily hit full throttle and you will be still on the deck, which is quite important. Let's turn on Boyueda. So yeah, man, this thing feels good. Just check this one out, I can so precisely control the throttle. This movement is so huge, and full throttle, of course. Jesus Christ. Some ADS or ESP or some MP4 could be handy over here. because the wheels are just slipping over the ground even if you've got soft start to it on when battery is fully charged. So on the right we've got quite sloppy hill. I will try to go over it quite slowly. Let's check if it will be possible, because with the stock throttle it was not, because it was quite hard to control because I had to squeeze steering bar, but over here just easy. Man, this thing is better than the throttle, this one. Now let's go left. Over here the road is quite rough as you can see. Whoa. Let's check the throttle. Oh, man, this is nice, because I can all the time just squeeze steering bar and push scooter backward if I want to jump off from something. So yeah, this thing is like must have, honestly. Oh, nice. Small hole. Yeah, all the time I can do it like this. This is decent. It's like Xiaomi on steroids now, thanks to this throttle. No idea what I mean. Let's go left and let's try to go quite fast over here. We've got some mud, actually lots of mud. It was raining yesterday and today's morning. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was fast. Nice. It really makes me smile, because now I can all the time just squeeze the steering bar and push it scooter backward without any worries that I will also hit the throttle. It's nice. Nice feeling. Actually now after a couple minutes I noticed that this gimbal is a little bit too far, because as you can see I have to move my finger quite far from the steering bar. Yeah, it's a little bit too far, and I'm quite tall, 187 centimeters, so my fingers are also quite long, but I think I can use to it. Ah shit, some fly in my eye. Oh man. So the question is, will this throttle help me to go over this sloppy hill? As you can see, it's like 60 degrees. Yeah, it's like this. So let's try. Easy. Let's try some MTB track. Speed. And again over the hill. Easy, man. Easy. So the question is, do I recommend thumb throttle? Man, for $6 this thing is like must have. It feels legit, because all the time you can just hold steering bar like this. So yeah, this thing is like must have. And this huge movement of the gimbal, this is good. If you have any questions, just leave it in comment section, back to you and try to help. See you in next one, bros. On this up here we've got some extra rocks. Let's try to go over it.